I have offended God and mankind because my work did not reach the quality it should have. Ironically, this is a statement given by someone that I consider to be a master of many creative arts, Leonardo da Vinci. Hello, my name is Matthew Getz, and today I would like to share some inspiration with you for creation, discovery, and improvement in the world around me. Da Vinci is someone that I've looked up to for most of my life, as I've read many books about him, enjoyed various stories told about him through different forms of media, and of course appreciated his beautiful artwork. Da Vinci was the representation of the Renaissance man. He is someone that continued to drive innovation and not only the artistic fields, but technical fields as well, and would be an inspiration for many creatives down generations to come. Now, why don't we begin with his journey? To really understand the genius of Da Vinci, we must first look at where he came from and what helped form his worldviews as he grew. Da Vinci was the son of a local notary, Ser Piero, and of a local young woman named Caterina in Da Vinci, Italy. While despite his lack of formal education, Da Vinci's artistic skills were noticed at a very young age, and he was sent to apprentice to a master known as Andrea del Verrocchio in Florence, Italy. It was under this master that he began to understand the technical skills and learn the old ways of the old painting master. In addition to this, he took inspiration from nature and absorbed all of the knowledge that it could offer to him and how the world worked around him. It was also during this time that he created one of his first artworks, the Adoration of the Magi. Unfortunately, it was unfinished as it was intended to go to a local monastery, but he was due to travel to Milan to become his own independent master. Now, Da Vinci was ahead of his time in many ways, not only developing beautiful painting techniques, but also creating grand designs for many inventions later in life. One of these techniques was known as sfumato, a painting style that was developed by the Renaissance man himself and can be seen in the Mona Lisa, which is arguably his most famous painting and one of the most famous paintings worldwide. Alongside of his paintings, however, he created designs for things like this diving suit, which he made while consulting for the Venetian military. Although it was crude, it did prove effective some 400 years later and really helped demonstrate his idea and vision of the world around him. Which, speaking of, although Da Vinci was known for being a painter, many scholars would argue that he was a scientist through and through. This can be shown as his incredibly detailed anatomy sketches from the knowledge that he gained by performing autopsies on deceased humans. Excessively and meticulously detailed notes were created on various topics such as the way that water flowed, the way that wings of a bird would work, and even by the sketches, probably most famously, of the anatomy itself. Interestingly enough, many of his notes were taken through a style called mirror writing, which is where the creator makes notes in reverse so that the reader may use a mirror to understand them. It was also because of the scientific nature that Da Vinci felt that many of his works were left unfinished. A painting is never finished, only abandoned. This is a quote by Da Vinci to really demonstrate his pursuit of perfection and really wanted to grow and improve in every way that he could during his life. In fact, the Mona Lisa was in his possession until the day that he passed, continuing to improve on it, add to it, and correct it until he eventually moved on to a different estate. In summation, Leonardo da Vinci was a universal man. He was really the ideal representation of the Renaissance, and this can be seen in his passion for discovery, art, and perfection through improvement through his entire life. And I'll leave you with this, another quote from Da Vinci. As a day well spent brings happy sleep, so too does a life well used bring happy death. Thank you.